It's your girl Tanya Rochelle. Today I decided that I was going to do this video on one of my sources of income that is actually my bread and butter. Like, this is my most consistent. I have other sources, but this is my main thing, if that makes sense. Okay. So a lot of people don't know this, but I have been buying and selling medical commodities. The proper name for it. The more politically correct medical commodities for about, let's see, since 2016, so almost 5 years now, 4 or 5 years now. Okay. Okay. So let me show you, because I'm going through some stuff now. I have a lot here, if y'all can see. This one here, box full, and then I have another box full. So we ain't playing, right? Okay. So, and then I have some up here that I'm actually cleaning as well. I have a bunch, a bunch, a bunch, a bunch. Okay. So yeah, I was sitting up here cleaning boxes, and I said, you know what? Let me jump on here and share with these guys another way to make money. Ooh, you gotta be careful with this. Okay, so let me get straight to it. This is not going to be a long video. Some of the questions you may be asking: is that legit? Don't you gotta have a prescription for that? Okay, number one, yes, it's legit. Number two, yes, you have to. They do have prescription. However, you can also walk in and just pay cash. So this is not under the same category as like a prescription drug, meaning now you're talking jail time. So no, this is only a device that is used for helping to measure the blood sugar. Okay. So yes, it's legit. And no, it's not. There's not an issue where you can go to jail. Okay. Okay. Well, how can I make money? How can I do this? Okay. So the concept is like this. When it comes to making money, it's about having a product and having a buyer and a seller. That's the money model every day, all day. That's it. That product could be popcorn. That product could be makeup brushes. That product could be anything. The game don't change, just the product. Okay. So how do we do this? So you may have seen signs out that say, cash for diabetic test strips, which is what mine says, or it may say, we buy not houses. Same thing though, even because I actually got into the test strip business because I was trying to buy a course in real estate, and I didn't have all the money at the time for what the guy was asking for the course. So he said, okay, you know what? I'm going to help you make the money so that you can buy the course. And he told me about test strips, put me on to the game back then. And that was a wrap. I was like, what? So I have been doing it. It has been the most easiest, the most consistent business that a person who, like myself, that was somewhat busy could do, So I will take this for an example. This box here, this is Contour Light, 100 count. I may get, paid $20, which is what I pay. $20 for this box. And then I have a buyer that I turn around and, he like, once I get all this stuff together, I'll invoice him. Bam, that's going to be a wrap. So we talking about an easy, probably with everything that I have here, probably about $2,000. Okay, that is literally from 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 clients. Okay. And I have built my business over the years so that now I have people who say, hey, I got ready. I have people who hit me up. They see my stuff online because I also did a lot of marketing on like Facebook and things like that. And so people, they get on when they get to the Google and get to searching. I got how to get money in a particular state or whatever. I was the hashtagging queen. So all of you, SEO is very important because even though it's been years since I really posted like I used to post, but my stuff still comes up. You know, um, my stuff still comes up. Excuse me, y'all. Just a second. It's getting hot, and in order for me to keep talking, I need to cool down. Okay. So yeah. So that's one example. Or like these here, freestyle light, same thing, 100 count, $20. I may get for these like $70, something like that. 60, $70. So what I'm saying is it's a great way to double your money. This is a very good example of putting your money to work for you. You can't be afraid to have money to invest. Take the time, learn your product, understand about, your buyers in terms of, condition. So one of the biggest things that you have to worry about is the condition of the box and the expiration date. It has to be at least 10 months before they expire, and if they are dinged or anything like that, we take off for that because in this business, the presentation is what matters. The better the box, the more you'll get for it. So they may, my company, this is the concept. This is the concept with my company. We do diabetic test strip recycling. That's the name. DTS is my company, and here it is. Basically, with the way this is, it allows people who are not using these to get some extra cash. But in the long run, we're also helping other people to get more affordable strips. So when they're sold again, resold, whatever, they're not going for as high, as you see them at the Walmart or this place or that place or whatever. I've had some people who actually have their online stores, and the prices are definitely, it's a gray market. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going to charge as much as the retail store. That's how they make their money. That's how they're able to move it. So that's just the reality of it. It's just about supply and demand, people. In basic business, you have a product, you have a buyer and a seller. This rule applies to test strips, houses, selling things on Amazon. There are millions of ways that you can make money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're here now. So we're here. It's pretty late, 11 o'clock, at 11:45. I'm still at my office. Yeah, getting things together. But that's what I'm doing. I'm packing this up, getting this ready, get my invoice ready. Bam! I can start my week off with.
Hey guys, go check out my channel.
Always.
TikTok,
Always.
YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram.
Always jumping in the camera. Always.
Yes, I braid my own hair.
Thank
when
you.
I'm older, like 18 and 19 now.
But this is a really good business for like moms. And the way I have it structured, like I never have ever had a problem. People say, well, because my thing is we have cash. We come with cash in hand. We say, well, how you keep somebody from setting you up? You ask the right questions and you have them send you this is what I mean. Okay. So you're like, hey, I'm a single mom. I have my child or whatever. How can I do this business safely? Person calls you. First of all, a lot of my people who contact me are going to be older. That has been my experience. I have an older client base. So they getting these, or even if it's young, you have someone who's younger that's getting them, or maybe like you'll have a younger person who has like a lot of them because like maybe their doctor switched them over from the test strips to like the deal with they where they put it on them. You know, I can't think of it right now, but
I think it's called the picture thing where they just paint.
we don't do I thinks. If we don't know, we just say we don't know, and we'll come back. And thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll find it out, and then we'll tell them. We don't do the guessing game. Don't get in the habit of doing that. So a person has this, hey, you know, I saw your sign. You guys buy test? Sure. What brand do you have? That's my first question. What brand do you have? You let them tell you. Awesome. Okay. What? How many do you have? What's the count? You know, what does it say on the box? You want to know, get familiar with where to find the expiration dates because they're going to be different for each product. So like say on Freestyle Lights, they're going to be on this back part. On the contour, they're going to be on the bottom. But on the One Touch Ultra Blue, they're going to be on the side. And sometimes the prescription may be here covering that date, you know, so that may be an issue. Get familiar with where the like on the AccuChecks,
Oh, so sorry.
they're going to be on top. Okay. All right. So get familiar with where to tell them to look for the expiration date is another good tip. And then I said, okay, we know how many you have. Blah, 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 blah. This is what. So what I need from you before I even really get into the cost is I'll say, now send me a picture of your products together, lined up together, and have them to send me the front and then have them to, so like that may be where they're sitting like this. And then I'll say, and also send me a picture of the expiration dates or something, or give me the front and the back. Why am I doing that? Because
I want to know what type.
if a person who has that product right there, they can do that. But if a person can't produce the pictures, then that's a red flag. We ain't going nowhere. You know, I need to be able to count everything that you supposedly have, see the condition of the boxes, because that's why I need the pictures. I need the pictures to verify condition of the boxes. Once we verify condition of the box, then we give our quote, we give our offer. And if they're like, okay, sounds good, then great. What's your address? What's your address? You know, or like I do have an office in Louisiana that, you know, and I have an agent that they meet there. But for the most part, I'm going to get your information. I'm going to come to you, and how we meet, you know, we either do the house or we meet like at, you know, Walmart. This depends on who I'm talking to, right? But for the most part, I've never had a problem. The only time I ever had a problem, and they probably gonna see this video, I don't care. The only time I've ever had a problem is with somebody that I knew that tried to set me up. It was never from a client, ever. This was from somebody I knew for over 20 years. That's when I had the problem. So my clients, never. Everything has been awesome. Everything has been perfect. I've always had a really good experience, and you will too. You know, so anyway, but that is, you know, like, so like if you want to get into this, I think this is a really, really good, it's a really good way to double your money. You know what I'm saying? So like we have a program to where we help people get started in the business. And, you know, we'll help you along the way in terms of knowing, you know, telling you, keeping you up on, you know, knowing what to purchase, what not to purchase. Now, prices do fluctuate. This is a commodity. Now, that's the thing. This is a commodity, just like gas. Prices go up, prices go down. This is supply and demand. Prices are going to go up, prices are going to go down. So that's where we come in at, with helping you on that side, and having a buyer, not having to list them on eBay and wait and return. It's madness. So it's a whole lot better when you have a direct buyer, uh, for your test strip. So we have a program now where if you want to get started in the business, we can help you get started. We can show you how to market, show you how to price it, and do all of that. Now, when it comes to the actual exchanging of the money, you got to have a little money on hand. When I first started this business, I didn't pay any money for marketing because I did all um, Facebook marketing in the groups and stuff like that, buy sell trade groups. But they came for me. Oh, they came for me. Like the first month or so was like blocking me and Facebook jail. And because people were like, they, it was new. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now it's a little bit more acceptable because they see it. It's been around for a few years. People ain't really tripping as much, but it just depends on the group. But I'm telling you, they came for me. I went through it in the beginning. So to the point where I was like, you know what? Let me just go buy some signs and be done with it, which I was glad I did. Um, but I did get deals. It just took a little longer doing it straight online. Maybe I'll say like within the first 30 days. You can, if you really just go at it, you can get a deal. You can get several deals just from doing Facebook. But by far, if you ask me what's the best way, I must go with bandit. Well, I say bandit signs because I come from the wholesaling industry, and that's what we call it, bandit signs. But your signs that you put out, put them up by a nice little Walmart or something like that, where people just back and forth, back and forth. Trust me, your phone will ring. Uh, I think I paid like $300, something like that, for my first batch of signs, and just never look back. So it's definitely been the most consistent. And you'll tend to just be good to your people. You can get your people to refer by having incentives. Just be good to them. I felt like the value that I provided was that I come to you. You didn't have to leave your house. You have a lot. Like I said, my clientele was older people, so that may have been an issue when it came to transportation. They may not have even wanted nobody to know what their business or whatever. So I be discreet, and I come to them, come with cash, make it easy, just never gave them a hassle or anything. And they had no problem referring friends and family, things like that. The only time we ever run into issues, it's like, because we're like the boots on the ground people. So it's levels to this. So what I'm saying is you have people who are already online, like, maybe some of the companies that I sell to, they promote too. But what happens is, they may catch a couple of my clients who, like, hey, they don't want to get $20 for this. They may want to get $40. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can't give you $40, bro, and I'm only making like 20. It's really cutting into the profit. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be greedy, but I'm saying at the end of the day, I gotta feed my family too. So, but I cannot say that is always going to be the case. That you'll lose customer clients like that. I think I only had like one, maybe two that I lost, like, online. And but everybody else, I keep in contact with them. They're your clients. You gotta treat your clients well with any business, because if you're not giving them attention, you're leaving the door open for somebody else to give them some attention, and it's over with. Once they offer them that candy, which is the extra money, and then they sold. So you know um so I try to keep a good relationship with my clients. I even have people who find me online, who send me. Now, they could have had the option to go with another company or whatever, but they say no, I went to your website, and plus I have a Facebook page, so that comes up a lot of times when you pull me up. And I have videos on there telling people, hey, because it is what we do. We recycle. We give you extra cash, but this is also to help other people who don't have the insurance, who have to pay cash, who have to come out of pocket, and get these things. It's expensive. So if you can give someone the opportunity to get something that's needed at a lower cost and also make money in the process, you got a win-win. Everybody eats, everybody gets some benefit, and you can never ever go wrong with that. So that's one of my tips. I may come out and tell you some of the other things that I do to make money, but this will be considered my baby. And like I said, if this sounds like something you're interested in doing, you can DM me. You can go to my website. I'm sitting up here dumbfounded because I got so many websites, Lord. Just hit me up on Facebook. You can go to Facebook, Diabetic Test Strip Recyclers, Louisiana. That's the name of it. Or you can just give me a call. You can give me a call. I don't mind. You can give me a call. How about just text me? I'm like the young people now. Don't call me because I'm making phone calls all through the day. But you can send me a text or DM me on this platform. You can call my office number. You can text my office number. It's 832-291-2470. I can't think of my website. I have to go look, y'all. But anyway, just trust me. You go to Facebook, Diabetic Test Strip Recyclers, Louisiana, and you'll see my number, blah, 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 all the info that you need. Or you can just DM me on here, which would be faster because I do respond. I'm checking my YouTube. Go that way. You got liquids. I'm over here doing test strips.
No, I need somewhere to put this.
In the trash.
I did not put a trash bag.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Go back over there. Yeah, so it's getting late. I'm going to go ahead and get finished doing what I'm doing. But I just got inspired to do this video, and I'm glad I did because I know it'll help someone just like it helped me. So if you want to look to make an extra, I don't know, $1,000, an extra $2,000 a month, will literally just a matter of a phone call, pick up, and come back home, and we show you how to finish the process from there. It's the best game in the world, I'm telling you, especially if you just looking to, maybe you're a parent, you don't have a lot of time, or you just need to make the extra money. Shoot, it ain't got to, just period. This is definitely the game. So, remember, like this video, subscribe. We're trying to build this channel, y'all. I don't think 40 followers on here yet. And I know with the information that I have, a lot of people can benefit from it. And so like this video, share this video with someone. You want more information, reach out to me and subscribe. That's all I ask of you. Take care. It's Tanya Rochelle.